Greetings, Pokemon fans, and welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. Today we're doing a playthrough of Pokemon Crystal with Umbreon. This is an optimized playthrough. Let's go and watch this first battle here. It's with our rival. His name is Triple Question Mark, as per tradition. We named our Pokemon Shadow, and then an optimized playthrough, we can add one move from either our breeding move, our prior evolution move, or our event move. Then we don't have really a lot of options, so we went with Bite. It's a move that Eevee gets, and Bite is a dark move, so that's very fortunate for us. So now we have a 60 base power, 90 with stab move that we can progress to the early part of the game and get right to Falkner right under 4 minutes. So Falkner's going to come out. It's going to come out with a Pidgey. Pidgey will go down to 2 bites. So bite one, number 1. Bite also has an opportunity. It doesn't always happen, but it does have the chance to make the opposition flinch. So it does happen. It doesn't happen here in this battle, but we get a pretty easy win over Falkner. 4 minutes and 17 seconds is what we took to beat him. That's pretty good. And we're going to go right into our second rival battle in Azalea Town. So our second rival usually is the most difficult, but I see this as an opportunity for us to get a very quick win. We're beating our second rival under 4 minutes. Probably the fastest time I've ever beat our second rival, to be honest. So Bite will one-shot the Ghastly, one-shot the Zubat. A critical hit there was very nice, very clutch. We're going for Croconaw, and we don't really do a lot of damage here, and it's pretty bulky, so we're not doing much here, but it doesn't do much to us either because we're pretty bulky. So we get the knockout, get the win, and we're going to move right on from that battle and go right into Bugsy's gym. Now we're going to super sim all the battles in here. Bugsy's gym is a little more difficult than it was last time, because last time we were higher level, so we outsped the Scyther. So in this one we don't. So we got to play a little bit of strategy here. So Bite will one-shot the Metapod. Kakuna, not quite a one-shot, but it gets close with Bite. So we knock it out. And so now we're looking at Scyther. So now Bite would be great if we outsped, because we could potentially make it flinch, but we got to go to drop its accuracy, because we are not going to outspeed, so it's just going to accumulate more and more damage every time Fury Cutter hits. So we get a reset there, and we didn't get any resets really in the previous playthrough other than the Elite Four, because we were kind of just over leveled the whole time. So now my speed gets lower just a little bit more than it already was. So it is what it is. We're already slower, so it's not going to matter at all, but... So Sand Attack, and the whole goal is here is he starts missing attacks and he can't hit us. So he hits us again and he's going to knock us out again. Okay, that's great. So we're going to try this one more time. 2 resets on Bugsy. I was not anticipating this, but also wasn't trying to fight extra battles to get an extra level. We're literally 3 speed behind. It's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Scyther comes back out. We're going to try it again. Hopefully this time Sand Attack actually works. Going to go for Bite. There we go. He stopped his calculation for his Fury Cutter. Bite one more time. He's not going to do enough damage. We get the knockout. Pretty easy win over Bugsy whenever it works. It's just you got to make... I mean, Sand Attack seems to work all the time on us, like perfectly. Every time I've dealt with a number on Sand Attacking me, it works like every time. So we're going to talk to this guy. He's going to give us a TM for Headbutt. Headbutt will be kind of useful, but I mean, it's just an extra move, so we don't have to go back and heal as often. So we're going to go right into Whitney's gym. We're going to skip over all the errands we have to run here. I'm not going to show that stuff. We're going to go right in here. We're going to fight these trainers, and we're going to fight the gym leader, Whitney. This battle isn't very hard. We outspeed. We have a flinching move. It's actually pretty... We actually have added return as well, so it's also very powerful. So one shot on the Clefairy, and then Whitney's going to send out our Miltank. I don't think it's going to be a one shot. It's going to be about a 3-shot. Raw doesn't really do much. It tickles us, and we get the knockout over Whitney. Pretty easy win. And I'm going to move right on and face the rock tree log thing that is Sudowoodo. And Sudowoodo's going to come right out. Where is he? There he is. Come on. Come on. There we go. And he's going to come out. And we really, if he goes for low kick, that could be the worst case scenario for us, because we are weak to fighting moves. But he's not going to go for... He does. And look how much damage I did. 30 damage. Dang. So get the knockout. Very good. And we beat Sudowoodo. We're going to move right on to Lake of Rage. And Lake of Rage is where we're going to get Hidden Power. We stuck with Hidden Power Ice with this one. We could have gone Hidden Power Fire. Can make one of the battles either. Could have gone a couple things, but Hidden Power Ice just seems to be the best version of this move, or best variation. I have a playthrough coming up with Unknown, and I got to decide what Hidden Power I want. Now, there's one Hidden Power you can do. I think it's a normal type Pokemon, so it can be a lot more damage done if you just keep it at normal. But Hidden Power Ice seems to cover a lot of things in this game. So we're going to go and face the Komodo Girls, and with the Komodo Girls, if you've seen my videos before, you know it's coming. So I gotta ask you guys to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff that helps the YouTube algorithm. Sharing gets out to more people. Subscribing makes it so I'm climbing towards 500 subscribers, and you could be a part of that. And then commenting and liking, just it gets more engagement, and as it's engaged, it gets out to more people. So I really would appreciate it. I comment back to pretty much any comment. If you have any questions or you have anything about the playthrough you want to know, comment down below and I'll answer it, okay? And also hit that like button. And now we're going to go and finish up these last two members of the Komodo girls. And the Vaporeon's pretty bulky, so I don't think we're going to one-shot. Nope, we're going to one-shot, get the knockout. And then the last one is Jolteon. I think Jolteon's pretty frail, so we're going to get a one-shot here. And go ahead and we're just waiting, and we're waiting. There we go. Return is a one-shot, very good. And so now we beat the Komodo girls, and we get Surf from that, and we're going to right on to our third rival battle. Third rival is going to come out with, I believe he comes out with a, is it still Haunter? Yeah, it's Haunter. So Bite a one-shot Haunter. Actually, I clicked the wrong one, so we actually get a reset here. Because I misclicked and did the wrong one, so I took a quick reset. And we're going to go for the correct move this time, which is Bite. That's a one-shot, very good. And now the next Pokemon comes out is Zubat. Zubat's going to get returned. One shot on the Zubat, very good. Magnemite's going to come out, and Hidden Power Ice will be a 3-shot. It does not have the Paralysis move yet. It does not have Thunder Wave, so we don't have to worry about that. Return will 2-shot the Crocodile. Very easy win over our rival, and we're going to fall through the floor here in a second. And what? And then we're going to land right in front of Morty. Morty is the Ghost Gym Leader, and he's going to come out with a Ghastly, 2 Haunters, and a Gengar. And we are a Dark type. Ghosts are weak to Dark, so this is a pretty much a foregone conclusion. Bite, 1-shots on the Ghastly, very good. Haunter, 1-shot on the Haunter, very good. So that means both Haunters will go down to a 1-shot. Gengar's going to come out, and Bite 1-shots Gengar, very good. Now this battle went differently than the last one. The last one I didn't get the 1-shot on the Gengar, because I only had Feint Attack, which is only a 40 base power move, 60 with Stab, so that was fortunate. And we're going to move right on to old Chucky Boy's gym. We're going to do the Super Sim for all the battles here, move some boulders around, fight this guy here. And now we're going to face old Chucky Boy. This is the one gym we're really actually weak to. So this is a gym that could go south pretty quick. We're going to come out with our first Pokemon is going to be Primeape. We're going to go for Return. It's not a one-shot. We do get a lot of damage done to us, so we're just above half health. And so let's see what happens here. We're going to go for Confuse Ray to make sure that Poliwrath doesn't hit us. We're going to go for Bite. It doesn't make it flinch. We actually tank a Dynamic Punch pretty well considering how powerful it is. It's 380 base power. Jesus. Look in the top right corner. That's 380 base power. So we take a loss, and we're going to go for Primeape. We're going to go for Confuse Ray, and hopefully he doesn't hit us. God, he just gets a critical hit there. So, yeah, not going good so far, and we might have to take another reset here, but we're going to go for Confuse Ray. Hopefully he can hit himself or miss his attack. Return. We'll do not quite half. It might actually knock him out now. Yep, there we go. We got the range. So Chuck was a little bit scary, but we ended up handling it pretty well, I will say. And we're going to go ahead and go to Lake of Rage and take on the hulked out Red Gyarados. So Red Gyarados is going to come out, and we're just going to go for, it should be Return. It's a 3-shot. Oh, nope, 2-shot. We got a little bit of a better range on the second one. Very good. And now we're going to go and face Price. Price is the Ice Gym Leader. We really don't have any downside here. It's not like we have a disadvantage, but Bite will 2-shot the Seal and get the flinch there. That's nice. And then now Dugong comes out. We're going to go for Return. It'll be a 2-shot with Dugong Gong Gong. And the last Pokemon is Piloswine. Piloswine, we don't have anything great for it, so we're going to go for try to get the flinch. And we get the Return, knockout. I just didn't want it to heal, so we get the win. We move right on to, I believe it's Ampharos in the tower. We're going to give him the medicine, and he's going to flash us my favorite Pokemon, Generation 2. Look at him right there. That cute little guy. And now we're going to move right on to our Jasmine, not our rival. She's not a rival. She could be, but she's not. And she's going to come out with a Magnemite. So we've equipped the Paralyzed Cure Berry just to prevent us from getting paralyzed. It still doesn't work because we get paralyzed again. Awesome. But we're going to go ahead and just try to go for Hidden Power Ice and get the knockout here. We are tanky, so we are taking hits and not having a lot of our health depleted. So that's kind of the good thing. And yeah, it's not going great, but we could still win this battle because I just know how this Pokemon can be. Returns a 2-shot on the Magnemite, and Steelix is a real question mark. If we confuse it, we could potentially get it to hurt itself. We're not going to do a lot of damage to it because, you know, it's Steel type. So we get a reset there. So we have 5 resets. We didn't have any resets in the last playthrough up until like the Elite 4. However, we are pacing a lot faster than the last playthrough, so I guess that's a trade-off. And we confuse it so we don't get our Paralyzed Cure Berry used. So now our second one's probably going to paralyze us, or attempt it at least. I hate it when this happens. I hate it when we use a berry to to like cure ourselves of something, and it never happens. Because now I could have had like an item here equipped to make this better, but it is what it is. Hidden Power Ice is the best option. Shouldn't be going for anything else. Hidden Power Ice does just about 40% damage. Yep, it's dead on at 40%. Looks like. So we get the Steelix knockout. Took a little bit of time, but we persevered. We got it done. And now we're coming across what I call our rival sandwich. It's a Claire sandwich. You actually don't talk about the bread on the outside. You just say it's a ham sandwich. It's not a bread ham sandwich. So our rival, one shot on the gold bat with Hidden Power Ice, very good. Two shot on our Magnemite. We did use our Paralyzed Cure Berry, and that comes back to haunt me because I forget to go get another one, and it haunts me in the Elite Four, and you'll see that here in a little bit. But return on the Feraligatr, 2 shots, very good. And Haunter, the last Pokemon, is not going to work with Bite. We tried that earlier. Bite's a 1-shot, very good. I'm going to move right on to Claire's gym. Claire's a Dragon Gym Leader, and we're going to come out, and this is going to be a cakewalk. She has, I don't know why I went for Confusion there. That was a misclick. Went to go for Hidden Power Ice. She has Dragon type. Ice moves are super effective against Dragon. So the Dragonairs are pretty much a foregone conclusion. Very good. And then the last Pokemon is Kingdra. Kingdra, Hidden Power Ice won't do a lot, but Return is actually doing about a third. So, about 40%. So, pretty good. We might get a 2-shot here. Yep, we got the knockout after a full heal. And so we get the win over Claire, and we move right on to our final rival battle. We don't talk to him after this ever again. He won't bother us anymore. So we're going to go ahead, and he's going to come out, and he's going to come out with a Sneasel. Sneasel should go down to 1 return. Very good. That's a 1-hit knockout. Golbat comes out. Hidden Power Ice. That's a 1-shot. Very good. Magneton comes out. And we're going to go for Confuse Ray on the Magneton. Make sure it doesn't paralyze us. Return. It's still more powerful, so it's doing a little bit more than Hidden Power Ice. But we have the Paralyzed Cure Berry. Activates. Very good. And the rest of this battle should be very simple. Return is a 2-shot on the Feraligatr. Very good. You got Alakazam and Haunter. Haunter comes out first. Bite will 1-shot, and also Kadabra will also get 1-shot by Bite. So we get a pretty easy win over our rival. And with that, we're going to move right on to the Elite Four. And we're here at the Elite Four, and now we're going to go ahead and go over the stats of this Pokemon and the moveset. So let me just get ready to pause it really quick. You can see the stats on the side, but the real stats before all the modifications are going to be showed here. So we have the Black Glasses, which will give a boost to our Dark move, Bite. Return, Hidden Power, and Confuse Ray. Those are the 4 moves we're going in with. Confuse Ray really does give us an opportunity to make a lot of things more chance. If we just had all attacking moves, it's going to be very difficult with a handful of things we got to deal with. So that is why we decided to keep Confuse Ray, keep Bite, use the Black Glasses. And here's our stats. Attack is 112, defense is 155, special attack is 107, special defense is 178, and speed is 112. A lot of them are pretty good. Special attack's probably the worst, to be honest with you. But not bad. It could be a lot worse as well. And as you can see on the left side, the badges that are like showcasing where under like attack and defense, special attack, and speed are showcasing that the badges are applied. So let's go ahead and dive right into this Elite Four battle. The first one's with Will. Will is not a problem. Will is all psychic type across the board. We have a dark move, and we're actually holding an item that makes dark moves even more powerful. So Bite will be a 1-shot on the Xatu. Very good. Effective power right now is 198 power. And almost 1-shots, but we do get the flinch, so the flinch is nice on the Slowbro. Executor comes out. Bite will be not quite a 1-shot. We get so close. It's so close. I've never seen it get that close before. Bite will not 1-shot the Jinx. Very good. Get the 2-shot. They get the flinch, though. And then Bite will 1-shot the Xatu. Very good battle. Barely took any damage at all from almost learned Moon Knight there over my best move. So we beat Will. We move right on to Koga. Koga is the poison member of the Elite Four, and he's going to lead out with his Ariados. Ariados should go down to 2 hits. It does go for a double team, but we persevere through it. And now we're going to go ahead and go for, is it Return? Yep. We got poisoned, which is what we didn't want to happen. So now Fortress is going to try to stall us out by using Protect every other turn and things like that. So this is going to be a loss. This is going to be a loss because we need to make sure Venomoth does not poison us. And it's going to be a loss, and it's going to whittle down our health. And is there a possibility to win with being poisoned in this battle? Yes, but Fortress makes this very difficult because it has a lot of stall tactic. That's kind of its thing. It's kind of its shtick, is that it likes to stall you out and then explode at the last moment. So we get the knockout over Aridos. We're gonna go for Confuse Ray on Venomoth to prevent it from actually poisoning us. So now Fortress becomes a much better battle. We're gonna do it for Confuse Ray, so it maybe confuse itself a little bit. Also, we don't want it to explode. Although if there is a Pokemon that can handle the explosion from this Pokemon, it is Umbreon. With our high defense and everything, we could probably handle it. Next Pokemon is Muck. Now this is where Confuse Ray is really starting to help us, is it's preventing us from getting hit and potentially getting like poisoned and paralyzed and whatnot. So now the last Pokemon is Crobat. We'll go for Confuse Ray, and we're gonna go for Hidden Power Ice. We have our accuracy lowered, so his evasiveness has gone up, not our accuracy. His evasiveness has gone up, so he's gonna avoid our hits. And Hidden Power Ice is a knockout, very good. We beat Koga. Koga's not really too much of a problem. Bruno can be a problem. We are weak to fighting type moves, so we're gonna go ahead and come out with Umbreon against this Hitmontop. And really, we should just go for Confuse Ray every time, because if we just go for we should just go for the attack. I don't know why this Pokemon is completely immune to anything happening to it whenever it's confused, but that Pokemon really did avoid getting hit at all when it was confused. Hitmonlee goes down to 1 shot, Hitmonchan goes down to 2 shots, it gets in 2 Mach Punches. We're just above half health at this moment. Confuse Ray and Cross Chop misses, which is good. Now we're going to have a return, and if we can just tank a Cross Chop, we got this battle won, very good. And Onix is a pretty easy 1-shot with Hidden Power Ice. So that's pretty good. Now, the big problem we had last time, we actually got like, I think 8 of our resets came from this one trainer last time, which was Karen. Karen is the dark trainer, so we are dark, so our dark move won't work well against it, but we have a little bit of strategy here. So we're going to go ahead and go for our Confuse Ray. We do get our accuracy lower by one stage, but all we got to do is knock out the Umbreon, and we got to move on to Vileplume. Now, the biggest problem in this battle is Umbreon kind of gets negated because we have the ability to confuse it and things like that, but Vileplume is the problem. And this is where I'm trying an experiment where I equip the 4 heal, hoping that if I got paralyzed, it would actually heal me, but it doesn't work that way. Only held items that give you boosts and berries actually work in battle. So I'm paralyzed, and now I have to face Gengar, Markro, and Houndoom. So we do 1 shot. We do have a lot of health left. So let's see how this plays out. Return, not hitting, and it's almost a 1-shot. Now the only problem here is if you get too close to knocking out, Houndoom gets healed. So we're going to face Karen again, and I do not have the Paralyzed Berry. I do not have one. So we have to try to get through this battle by just brute force and hopefully not getting paralyzed, just by luck of everything. So we knock out the Umbreon. Umbreon hasn't been the problem. The problem has been this Pokemon right here. So Confuse Ray, the hope is that, yep, we get another reset. So there's 2 resets on Karen. It's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's happening again. And so we're going to go for return. Umbreon's confused. We don't get our accuracy lowered. We don't get hit by anything. We get critical hit, making it a 2-shot. Very good. And now Vileplume comes out. We're going to confuse Vileplume. Now he goes for Petal Dance. That's good. Petal Dance is good, because now he can't do Stun Spore. Petal Dance locks you in for like 3 turns straight. So we get the knockout, and this should be a foregone conclusion. Murkrow will be a 1-shot. Houndoom will not be a 1-shot, but we'll do a lot of damage, and we'll knock it out again. Very good, or for the first time, I should say. And then Gengar will be a 1-shot with Bite. And so, oh, not a 1-shot. Get paralyzed. All we do is hit 1 more time. Okay, good. Phew. Thank goodness. We didn't have to deal with another paralysis. But, okay, so we heal up, and we're going to go face Lance, the liar with the flyers. Lance, we're not going to have what happened last time. I did an experiment on Dragonite to see how much return would do, and he Thunder Waved me, and we lost the first time we faced Lance in the last playthrough. It's not going to happen this time. We're going to go for Hidden Power Ice. I'm not going to be dumb. We'll go for Hidden Power Ice, and all Dragonites will go down to 1-shot. Very good. Aerodactyl, I think, will be a 2-shot. I think he's going to be a 2-shot. Yeah, he's going to be a 2-shot. Very good. Knock it out. So that leaves Charizard, which we have a return for, or Bite. We might get a flinch. Okay, thought I'd go for it. So now we're going to go for Bite. We should go for Bite again. Our physical attack has been lowered. So we need to go for actual physical attack, or special attack. Bite would have been special. Come on, go for bite. Go for bite. Okay, we get the knockout. As long as we go first, we'll knock out the Dragonite. And we do. Okay, so that was a close battle. Had to be a lot closer than it had to be. But we get the win over Lance. I'm going to move right on to registering our championship with the in the Elite Four. So come on, tap, 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 tap. Okay, Umbreon. And now we're going to go ahead and look at this. So we get the win over our over the champion and Lance, and now we're going to go ahead and look at what it was last playthrough. So we literally saved ourselves about 15 minutes. Just more than 15 minutes, actually. An hour and 27 minutes with 10 resets, and an hour and 12 minutes with 8 resets. Could have been a little bit faster. I think I could. I'm not going to play another playthrough, though. However, we are not done, because we got to go jump on over to Kanto and go and face the 8 gym leaders over there, and then face Red. I'll see everyone in Kanto. Now, after a fun little boat ride, we're going to go ahead and face our first gym leader in Kanto, and that is Lieutenant Surge. And you can go ahead and watch. I'm not going to talk about Lieutenant Surge's battle. The battles here are pretty trivial. What I will say, though, is I feel like I'm actually getting the routing down pretty good in Kanto. Letting you guys know that. So I have a handful of playthroughs coming up that are very exciting to me. So the next one that's coming up right now is actually Murkrow. So Murkrow, a lot of good things about this Pokemon, a lot of bad things too. It doesn't have the greatest stats. Like, nothing is like world beating, but attack and special attack are actually pretty balanced, and it's pretty fast. It just can't take it. Absolutely no damage. It can't take anything at all damage wise, and it's kind of funny, but it is what it is. But it does start off with some pretty sweet moves. Peck and Pursuit, so I'm very excited about that. And yeah, that's going to be airing next week. I'm actually going to start do the prediction video tomorrow morning, and then jump right into the playthrough tomorrow morning as well. A lot of things in this are going to be, I think, are going to be pretty solid. You have a stab move right away. 2 stab moves actually you get pretty early. And I think this Pokemon is going to progress pretty well. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I know I talked about liking and subscribing and things like that, but commenting really helps. And some things coming up with this channel. I'm very excited for the Murkrow playthrough. Never used this Pokemon before in my life. I've actually never used Slowking. Slowking's the one after that. So I'm very excited about that. There's another Pokemon after that called Mischievous. I've never played through Mischievous as well. That Pokemon's exciting. And then I have some gimmick Pokemon. So the first gimmick Pokemon is Unknown. I don't think Unknown's going to be too bad because Hidden Power is a pretty solid move. And I'm thinking Hidden Power Ice. But I also want to take suggestions on that. So what do you think? If I do Unknown, or when I should say when I do Unknown, what do you think I should do? What do you think my Hidden Power type should be? It literally has Hidden Power and then Struggle, the only 2 moves we're going to be able to use. It doesn't learn anything else via level up. It doesn't learn any other TMs. It doesn't even learn Return, which is kind of stupid, but, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, that's all we got with this Pokemon, and there's no tutoring moves, so I actually won't be doing an optimized playthrough for that Pokemon. There's literally nothing I could change, other than maybe the typing for Hidden Power. But for a lot of things, Hidden Power Ice will hit everything, and I can't do like Hidden Power Normal, because there's Ghost moves I can't hit, a Ghost Pokemon I can't hit. So it's going to be a gimmick, but it's not going to be as bad a gimmick as the one after that, which is Wobbuffet. So Wobbuffet is a purely gimmick Pokemon, and this Pokemon literally has like 4 moves. Counter, Mirror Coat, Safeguard, Destiny Bond. I will be removing Destiny Bond and adding in the event move, which for this Pokemon is Mimic. Some people may say that's cheating. Let me know what you think that's cheating, but I can't have Destiny Bond. If I have Destiny Bond, if I get knocked out, it basically is a move that like knocks out the opposition if it knocks me out. That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all in any way, shape, or form. So I'm just going to remove Destiny Bond and I'm going to put in Mimic, and we're going to play through with that. And this is, like I said, a Pokemon that I don't think I'm going to do 2 playthroughs with, because I've seen playthroughs like with J-Rose 11, and this Pokemon was just atrocious. Now, after that, we start getting in some really good Pokemon. Girafarig. I think Girafarig is going to be one of the fastest playthroughs I have. It's normal Psychic, so that is like a great typing to have in this game. Then we have, what is this? Piniko? It's like a pine cone thing, and which evolves in the Fortress. That Pokemon is just hot garbage. Dunsparce I think will actually do pretty good. That'd be exciting. Gligar, the optimized playthrough with Gligar is going to be great. But in this generation, they did a horrible job giving it moves. So, for example, it's a ground flying Pokemon, or rock flying, one of the 2. It doesn't have any of those things. But then when you look at its breeding moves, it gets like Wing Attack, and it gets like Earthquake with an event move. So the optimized playthrough of this Pokemon is going to be extremely, extremely good. But let's dive right back into our playthrough and talk about the battle we have with Blue. So Blue will come out, and he's going to come out with a Pidgeot. Pidgeot is going to take probably a couple hits. It's not going to be an easy knockout. Let's get a critical. We don't. It's going to be a 2-shot. We don't get hit by anything other than a couple damage points. But we have the leftovers equipped, so we're going to replenish back any health we lose in this battle anytime we get hit. And we're going to knock out the Rhydon 2 hits. Rhydon is pretty much a foregone conclusion. Gyarados comes out. We're going to go for Return. He's going to go for Rain Dance, which is going to make it rain, which makes Arcanine's attacks a little bit less. But he's going to stall out his Rain Dance, so it's not even going to affect him. But we get a 3-hit knockout on Return. With Return, I should say. And he heals again, because that's what he does. I wonder how many full restores he has. I'm kind of curious about that. But Arcanine comes out. We're going to go for the same thing. We're going to confuse him so he can't hit us too hard. Bite is going to be... How much damage does Bite does? It does about maybe a third if we're lucky. So Bite, and we should be going for Return. Return's a more powerful move. I didn't want him to heal. That was what I wanted there. That's why I went for Bite. And now the second to last Pokemon, both of them are weak to dark moves, so Executor goes down in 2 hits. Alakazam will go down, and he hangs on, but we knock it out. And we get the win over Blue, and we move right on to Red, the final battle of this game. Now, Red, in the first playthrough, I got a first try victory. I was like a level higher, so that shouldn't be too much of a deal. I also was equipped with the Pink Bow, so Return would do more damage. So I thought I'd get the knockout. I didn't, but I get a second range after he heals, so that's not bad. Confuse Ray on the Snorlax. We do not want Snorlax. We really didn't want him to go for Amnesia, so he ups his special defense. We also don't want to get paralyzed. That's the other counter to this. So he keeps hitting us, and if he paralyzes us, we're going to have to go for a reset. One more time, he paralyzes us. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to just fight through it. I'm just going to reset real quick. If we get the confusion going a little bit better, we can literally just knock that Pokemon out. Okay, so the first return on Pikachu is a range, and so now we're one-shotting Pikachu, which is good. He gets his special attack up, which I did not like, but we'll just go for Return, go for Broke. Hopefully he can damage himself a little bit along the process. There we go, one more Return, good. And it's at this point, pretty much the battle's a foregone conclusion. Psychic will 2-shot the Venusaur, we outspeed, so we don't have to worry about it going first. It goes for Solar Beam, but it takes in Sunlight, but it didn't get a chance to attack us. Return will be a 3-shot on the Charizard. Or go for Bite, see if I can get flinched. No, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Return, knock out the Charizard, very good. The only thing that's scary right now is Blastoise can go for Surf and potentially knock us out with a stab or something super effective or a critical hit or something like that. But Return is doing its job, and so is Bite. One more hit, very good. We have one Pokemon left. It is a Pokemon that is weak to not our best move, but one of our moves, and that is Espeon. We get the knockout, we get a second try victory over Red, and now we're going to go and compare what we did with the original playthrough. And 1 hour and 34 minutes and 38 seconds. We gained another 5 minutes on the previous playthrough. So at 20 minutes and about 30 seconds is what we ended up knocking out this playthrough in. And we have 9 resets instead of 10. So very good. I'm very impressed with this Pokemon. Like I said, it's not the greatest. It doesn't have a lot of offensive capabilities, but its defensive capabilities give you the option. And yeah, the optimized playthrough definitely came through for us. 20 minutes, 20 plus minutes. Really enjoyed it. I'm very happy with the results. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like I said, next week will be Murkrow. That's what we're going to play through next week. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.